yeah, Halloween.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Wait, low-key, we have so many episodes. We're probably like getting close to Halloween.
Yeah.
True.
Like probably in maybe like 4 or 5 episodes, it'll be like Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with the time
Time.
figures. Just in general.
Just
with the time that.
No Dunkin' Donuts coffee today.
Well, today we're filming. It's noon. Also, I didn't have
Good.
time before our meeting at 11.
You should. Yeah, you should not have.
Why didn't you bring me one? I think it's a
You
bigger
should
question.
not have sugar before
How is
filming.
There's no sugar in my coffee. I don't have sugar.
How is
in
the
my coffee.
Cubs game?
Oh yeah, how's football?
I love football. I love the Cubs. You listen. They played a really good game.
Did they win?
I think so. Yeah, yes, because they played a really good game, and I only know that because the two people on either side of me was like, "Oh, it's a good game," and I was like, "Okay, good." As long as I can get one nugget to survive in heterosexual spaces in conversation, I'm good to go.
Love it.
I love your comment on
Oh my
group
gosh,
me.
and
The
there's
heterosexual transportation or something,
Yeah,
whatever you
because then
say.
I can go to a showing with like some fucking straight white dude and be like, "Oh,
Yeah, I went to the Cubs. Yeah.
The Cubbies.
let's do a deal."
Yeah, how is this guy batting average?
Yeah. Oh, and actually, dude, there was this guy from the Royals. He had the most amazing ass. I was like,
They all have
They
good
Baseball
have
players
great
do have to have
asses.
amazing
Yeah.
asses, though.
I mean, they are professional athletes after all.
But
Well, I have a nice ass. I'm not a
baseball is a
professional
lot
athlete.
of ass, though. Like honestly,
Yeah.
a lot of ass. A
love
lot
it.
of power comes
Yeah.
from the hips and the ass, so they have
If
to
you
have like a
just the
big
right
ass.
angle where you're sitting, it's actually a lot more bearable to sit.
Well,
with
let
the
me
Cubs
tell you,
game.
I had the perfect seats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I was entertained.
I was entertained. I was not entertained though by like when someone scores a run, the people in the stands, like two guys next to each other, be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro." I'm like, why are you high fiving?
Yeah,
you didn't do
yeah.
anything.
I know.
Because
I
they
hate,
paid money.
Yeah, they're cheering.
They're
It's a
cheering. That's the whole
heterosexual
point of
pride.
it. It's a heterosexual pride, basically. Yeah.
But what I
Well,
hate,
you guys don't have enough of that, so yes, we need more of that.
what I hate is when people are talking about the sports team that they follow and they say we, like they're like, oh, we won that game last night. It's like you were not playing,
Yeah.
you know?
And the people who did win are no longer thinking about the game because that's their job.
Yeah, and they have
Okay,
lives.
okay.
If you want to get into the specific of it,
I don't know if we do.
technically, who pays the players?
Okay, I get it.
And
I
it's the
know.
owner, right? And the owner, they release merchandise
Yes, and ticket sales.
and ticket
So
sales
you
to
are
be
one of the
bought
people
to be
who part
bought
of
by
the
the
team.
fans,
Won the
right?
game.
So technically, the fans paid the salary to the players through the owner.
Correct. But
So it's we kind of.
Joe's Barry's students pay the
Not
Barry's
students.
that pay him, but it's not their class. It's Joe's class.
Yeah, but they go to it because if they don't go to the class, Joe is not going to get paid.
Facts. So always stay grateful.
So
for
it's
your
we.
fans.
It's our class,
I
technically.
don't know why I got brought into this. I will get paid no matter what. I don't care. However many people show up, I will still get paid. How much I get paid?
different.
Different
That's a
stories.
different
Yeah.
question.
So you guys
Just
should
bottom
all
line,
come.
always be thankful for your fans.
That's right.
True.
Yeah, and I am
True.
very thankful to all of you out there. Thank you.
To all two of you.
Yeah, to all
No,
both of
there's
you.
like almost 60 now. Let's
we
see.
got 2,000 views on the last video that we did yesterday.
Yeah, where Joe
On
was
Instagram.
bullying Katie.
Where I was
I
getting
kn-
bullied.
When
Great.
you're like
I also-
super abusive to
It was,
Katie.
I
Oh.
know. It was not a good look. I was like, oh my gosh, someone's going to come after me for like being like, you know,
Being
women
mean?
in the
Oh,
workplace. Like, I was like, oh, this is
You're
so
gonna
not-
get canceled.
Yeah, I'm going to get canceled. I was like, this is not good.
It's fine.
We have 70 followers now.
Oh, let's go.
7-0.
7
Did you get your
0.
nose job? Because 20
Yeah.
followers ago, you were
Well,
supposed to get a
I don't
nose
know.
job.
The
What do you
majority of
think?
those followers, the majority of those followers are actually organically sort of produced. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right word is because I'm following people on Instagram and they follow us back.
Mm,
Oh, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah,
mm.
It's a lot of work.
So we need to follow like 1 million people.
basically.
Or,
Well, but
like-
we have to make sure our ratios stay good.
That's true, too.
Because that's a
Why
little
does-
sad.
Oh, is it?
Because like you can't
You
if
can't have,
you
like,
if you have
500
1,000 if you follow 1,000 people but you have 1,000 followers then like
It's good, right?
no that's
No.
bad.
Oh, that's
you-
bad.
You want to have more followers than you
Okay.
follow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, motherfuckers, start following. Jesus fucking Christ.
We should do like a thing where we give something away if you like follow, repost, invest in merch
Yeah.
or something.
Joseph will give
Okay,
you his
maybe
sunglasses.
when we do the rebrand
No.
and we get cute merch.
I don't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
that's
I'm
right.
actually. I might. I'm kind of over these. I've had these for a long time.
Yeah, people will be so excited when you put it
All
this
right.
way.
When we get to 1,000 followers, I will raffle off sunglasses that I've worn.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That makes them more
Exciting.
desirable.
Does it?
It's like Jane Birkin's Birkin. Should we get back into this? Did you know that it
Oh my
auctioned
God, Jesus fucking
Jane
Christ.
Birkin?
Let's go.
Jane Birkin, who the Birkin was made after
out.
her.
Yeah.
We had
They
that whole episode.
They auctioned off her original Birkin.
Oh shit! For how many gazillion dollars?
It was like over $1 million. I think.
Well,
Crazy.
and
got
also
it.
she has sold it multiple times before herself because she would like sell it and
Oh.
donate money to the charity.
and then she buys it back, and then
I don't know. I don't think it was.
Well, I think
hers
she's
now.
dead
She's
then.
dead.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
dead. But somebody, whoever I think was her foundation
Yeah.
or something, sold it again
Yeah,
Okay.
for like over $1 million.
to somebody from Japan or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
To a man.
Oh, that's
nonetheless.
I can get behind that. You know, it's all for charity.
Well, I don't think.
No,
this
I
one
don't think
is,
this
but
time was
she
for
has done
charity.
it personally before when she was alive.
Oh,
I don't know
what
how
about
it
her
like came back to
foundation
her.
though?
I
You
don't
know,
know
it's
how
for
it came
charity,
back to
right?
her.
Or like her
Well,
kids' trust fund.
she
who
has done a lot of
knows?
charity work. Yes.
How much charity work have you done, Nick?
I mean, I've been to soup kitchens on holidays and stuff, and
Oh,
I've
yeah.
donated.
That's so
food.
sweet.
Yeah, I've been. I go almost every year. Yeah.
Which one? Shout 'em
The
out.
one next to the one in South Loop. I don't know the street
Okay.
exactly. It's next to the theater that closed, the movie theater.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they had one there.
Yeah, they have one there. I went there twice, and then I skipped last year, but I'm thinking about going this year around Thanksgiving. If you guys want to do a little
We should do
like
Yeah,
that.
I would
charity,
totally
That would be a
charity
good
thing.
thing
We
to
should do
do.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get started?
Let's talk about.
Oh, let's ask the audience, all three of you, if you guys want us to do more stories and like kind of a shorter commentary, or you want us to dive in more into the stories, because right
Yeah.
now
You
we
keep
do
saying
3 at a
shorter
time.
commentary. I don't think we're capable of the short commentary.
That's
Yeah. Who's
true.
in charge of like guiding the
Moderating.
combo? Joe.
Yeah, I'll cut it off.
Joe needs to
Okay,
be
you're
like,
like, done.
click
Get out.
Yeah.
out.
I'll be like,
do you guys want
sorry,
to
you're done.
do you guys want to switch to like basically doing more stories, like 6 stories instead of 3,
No.
and just be, or do you
I
want to
think we
keep it
should
at
do
3?
less.
No.
2 stories.
3 is fine.
Okay, fine.
Negotiation at its
Seriously.
finest.
Best and final.
That's the final 3.
3.
And a
Okay.
half.
Yeah. I was gonna say I picked more today so that we could test it out and see
Okay.
how it goes, but we may not make it there.
You mean, but like, we'll zip it up the commentary then.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
just
Just
be a
like-
little bit more short to the point.
Yeah, okay,
Just
great.
keep us organized.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a few things. Let's start with this one. It's not a, it's really, yeah, it's just some light fare to get us started.
Okay.
Why do realtors,
Appetizer.
an appetizer,
Great.
an hors d'oeuvre.
Hors d'oeuvre.
Hors
Um,
Amuse-bouche.
yeah. How many words can we say, Nick? Say another one.
Don't know anymore. Like, that's it. That's my
A snack.
Yes.
snackaroonie.
All right. Why do realtors post pictures of a decorated tablescape? It's not the house. I don't need an up close pictures of a place, settings, or a centerpiece of a table that doesn't come with the house.
I agree. I feel quite passionate about this. Or
Yeah.
like a kitchen faucet.
Yes.
Or like a light
Oh, I love
fixture.
that.
I think there is a time and place to be creative, and that's not it. That all will say.
Kind of looks like IKEA though when I see the kitchen faucet and be like, are you
Yes.
selling like kitchen faucets or are you selling a house? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Type of thing. I agree with. That's terrible. We should not do that.
I also agree. There's a time and a place for that, and on the MLS is certainly not it.
No,
Like, I don't
no,
want
no,
to see that
no.
on your listing photos, but like, I would be like, oh, can we take a picture of this for a stock photo that I could use on Instagram? Maybe I put some words and that's the background or
Yeah.
something. That's a really nice decor, but like not in like, oh, I see the bathroom, I see the kitchen. Now there's a faucet up close. I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah. I agree. I just thought that was funny when it came across my desk. I was like, oh my God, lol, people agree.
It was
I said, this is
hilarious.
stupid.
And where is your desk?
Good question. I have many.
Many desks.
many desks.
Sometimes it's our car at a
Yes.
traffic stop. Boop, beep, boop, 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 boop.
Yes. And I'm scrolling Reddit and I'm like, haha.
Well, I mean, listen. I guess if the place is over improved, it's like kind of a shithole or a cheap flip, and they have absolutely nothing to show for, and they're like, okay, we spent like $200 on a faucet, might as well put it in the photos. I
Yeah,
guess.
but you still
like,
see the faucet in the kitchen.
I
I
feel
thought
like-
this was the point of being short. We did not. Need
Yeah.
To go there.
Alright.
Do
No, that's
not-
good. That's good. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
I feel like
We don't need
just
it.
to wrap it up, I think that it's usually not the seller that's like, can we take a picture of the faucet? I think it's the
Correct.
realtor being like, this is going to catch people's eye. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's not,
No, it's
ma'am.
I always think it's a mistake when I see it. I'm like, oh, somehow that got in there.
Yeah, but when you see the portrait photo and shit, like, the blurry background and then the golden faucet shit.
It's bizarre. Okay,
Next. Okay. We bought at a great rate, but we're outgrowing our home. Is it time to sell? I'm feeling really torn about what to do with the home we currently live in. I bought it back in 2020, locked in an amazing interest rate, and since then, it's built solid equity. We're in Colorado, by the way. I do like the house itself, but our family has grown. It's become too small, and we're really starting to feel a lack of space. On top of that, we are no longer comfortable with the neighborhood. It's changed a lot in the past few years and has become less safe. Ooh, yikes. The rising costs are also becoming a burden. Our property taxes go up every year, which increases our overall mortgage and escrow payment. And our HOA dues have been increasing about $50 a month annually, and they're starting to feel excessive. I've considered renting it out, but we wouldn't even break even with our current rental rates. At the same time, I feel uneasy about selling right now, given the current state of the economy. We also are not in a financial position to buy a new home yet.
Who is this bitch?
If we were to sell, we'd make around $100,000 in profit. I just don't know what the smartest financial move would be in this situation. Any insight or advice would be really appreciated.
And you think somebody on Reddit is the person you want to go to for all of this advice? Listen,
that's why we're here.
I guess she just listed out all the reasons she's unhappy with where she's at, and then the one little piece of string that's hanging her in this property is a 3% interest rate. Yeah. Girl, get out. You are unhappy.
She's also saying that even with the interest rate, it's not affordable.
Yeah.
So why are you?
You should not be doing that.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
but
honestly,
also,
if you're gonna make $100K in profit, hot take, maybe just take that money,
buy something else,
or rent.
Yeah.
And then until you feel more financially comfortable,
sell in the spring.
Let that money earn some interest or put it in the market, and then sell something later.
Get grip on fucking reality, woman or man. I don't know what is it, a woman or man, but just calm down on with us mortals here, because first of all, if you cannot afford your house and you're outgrowing it already, why the fuck do you buy it in the first place? I don't know.
Well, if it's unaffordable to you at 3% interest rate, I don't know how you're going to be owning the house at 7% interest rate.
Right. So I think that's probably
probably
why they're feeling like they're not in a financial position to buy a new house that would fit their family. So then it's like, do we stay? Do we not? But I just think people are so scared of the interest rate situation because it's been in the news constantly, in the media, on TikTok, everywhere you look, it's hold on to your interest rate, hold on to your interest rate. It's really just relax. If this is not a good fit for you, it doesn't matter what the interest rate is.
If it's if it's a solid investment, keep it, but it sounds like it's not.
Yeah.
If your rental rates are so low that you can get your money back with 3% interest rate, maybe I actually don't disagree. Maybe just rent for a little bit.
Right.
Get a breathing room.
Get breathing room. Get yourself comfortable and then buy something else. Also, I would definitely say don't wait to sell in a neighborhood that's already been depreciating. You know what I mean? If you're gonna make $100K now, but the neighborhood is going downhill. Next year, that could be 90K, could be 80K. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
yeah,
I don't know.
Well, it's paralysis by analysis at its finest.
Yeah.
I
overthinking. Why you're on Reddit.
Literally. Well, first of all, call your agent who sold you the property. Get their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that people get really caught up in the interest rate without recognizing dollars. Convert it to dollars. If you were going to buy a such and such in place at a higher interest rate versus where you're at now, come up with your monthly payments that you can digest, rather than be oh my gosh, the interest rate is just too high. It's just too high. You should know actual figures when you're comparing where you're at and where you're going. Not, everybody at the family barbecue is saying, keep your interest rate. Interest rates are high.
Right.
No. Talk to a realtor, whether it's present or past, and get a lender and convert your number. Get solid numbers that you think you can digest.
But that's the issue too, is that the interest rates are higher now, but the property prices are also higher. So the numbers probably aren't going to look pretty good if you're buying a new place.
Or a bigger place.
Yeah. Depending on what it is that you're outgrowing, maybe get like a storage unit. If you're like, we don't know the Colorado. I have no idea about Colorado market.
Yeah.
If your realtor tells you no, you should hold on to it and sell it later, maybe get like a storage unit, get rid of some shit, and maybe it's going to open up some space for you.
Yeah, put
rather
one
than
kid in
buying
the
a house.
storage unit. It'll be fine.
Exactly,
Or your
exactly,
husband.
exactly.
Or up for adoption.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Problem solved. Then you can keep your interest rate.
Chuck.
I don't
The
know.
moral of the story is, I also think like I said, like do not, if you are unhappy or it's not working, don't hang on to an asset because of the interest rate.
Yeah.
Like that's so not a reason to hang on to a property. And I'm sure you guys hear that all the time. I mean, that is that's a one big uphill battle about, you know, people selling and buying a new place. Is like, oh, it was such a good. I'm like, but are you happy? Like, are you gonna put like your way of life or your living situation on an interest rate? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then this is kind of goes back to the conversation that we were having last week about like making your home your own and like decorating it and renovating it to your own
For
taste.
yourself.
It's like, first and foremost, outside of the money and the numbers, like this is your life. It's like one of the things that's the most important thing in your life. Like you spend the most time, most people do, at home. So like if you're not happy, you don't like it, you're not comfortable, you're not enjoying it, then that's like the most important piece, I think.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
not
she
all about
sounds
equity.
like an unrealistic buyer. If I was her agent, she will be. I don't know why do we keep referring to she.
I know.
Okay, that person sounds like an unrealistic buyer. If I'm the buyer's broker, if I'm her broker, she would literally run circles around me. She would like, I want to see this place, I want to see that place. And then when he or she found something really good, I was like, you should go for it. This is actually a good deal. Buy it. She was like, well, but my interest rate.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this person sounds like. I would hate to work with somebody.
And they
Nick
would need
is
to
like-
sell their place, and they would be like, "Well, first I want to find the place, but then I want to
Yeah.
sell the place." It would be a nightmare. Yeah, I
This
agree.
person will never buy another home. I'm telling you, like it's just not gonna happen.
Yep.
That's it. And from what I'm reading, I think they overpaid for their home. They're house poor from what I'm reading because they cannot
Seems-
at a 3%. If you cannot afford a mortgage, why the fuck you buy it in the first place?
And like,
Why did you buy in that area? Probably the area was like something sort of
Well,
like
they said
very
too, their
appreciated area at this point, and they paid
HOAs,
top of the market.
they said their HOAs have gone up and their taxes are going up, which is making it more expensive, unaffordable.
Okay,
Which
what
I
is
think is a lot. Maybe it's like a vacation town or something. Because I know a lot of the taxes in like towns that really rely on like Airbnbs and stuff. They can go up quite a lot, significantly.
what is your ratio that you think it's smart for a person to buy a home to pay monthly for their housing? What do you think is a ratio from your income perspective?
Oh, I don't know.
Because like
It's a good question.
like let's say in a year the taxes and HOA increase by $400 or something
Mhm.
like total, right?
Well, like the
taxes and HOA and
rule,
all that. So is that $400 going to be detrimental to your lifestyle?
well, I guess
If yes,
the
you shouldn't
rule,
have buy that home.
right? But I guess the rule of thumb, like I know for renting, it's like 30%. Like
It's a little
right?
higher for you can have a higher mortgage payment, debt to income ratio for mortgage.
Yeah.
But yes, honestly,
But like I always feel like it's like a third.
Yeah,
You know, like
it's
there's
about
isn't
a
that
third.
financials? It's like a rule of
it's
thirds.
about a
Like
third.
1/3 of your income should go to your living expenses. 1/3 should go towards. I don't
Yes,
know,
but
I'll
it
put
always,
yours
to me
towards something
personally,
else.
from my level of lifestyle as a
save, but-
person who likes to go out to restaurants, do Botox and
Yeah.
nails and all the other stupid shit that we do, that always seemed too high for me. Me personally, I always try to keep it around 20-25%.
Yeah, I think that's smarter.
which I think it's also, that's really hard. It's really hard for people to do. as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
Like that is
For
it's-
sure.
that's a big tall ask for a lot of
course.
people to set
Yeah.
aside 1/3 of their, for, you know what I mean?
You have
that's
to live
difficult.
beneath your needs though. Like, you know, that's
Yeah.
the whole point of it. You need to invest, let's say 10-15% of your income into whatever stocks, ETFs, whatever it is. And then you need to keep an emergency fund. That's like just financial literacy that a
No,
lot of
I
people
know,
just
but
don't
it's
saying
so
know.
that some people are
hard.
not, some people don't have the income to even
Yeah.
think about.
Which I
Because
understand,
the
but then these
housing
people
costs
should
are
not
high.
be buying this type of houses though. Like at this point,
Sure. Yes.
buy
Yes.
somewhere, buy in a like more outskirts area home. You know, don't buy in the middle of the city, right?
Correct.
If you can't afford it, just don't buy it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is
Well-
what it is. Perfect cue
Yeah,
to move
too
on
late
like,
now.
to the next
All
one.
right. Should I buy a home with these issues that the seller is agreeing to fix? I've had an inspection done on a home built in the early 1900s in the Midwest. We know about that. And the inspection states that there is moisture intrusion on the rear corners of the basement, and one of the walls is wet. Behind the moisture is a hidden waste water pipe. Additionally, there is evidence of displacement of the foundation block near the moisture. The seller is willing to remedy these issues, but it still makes me nervous, and I'm not sure if I should walk away.
Walk away.
If they're remedying it by a professional contractor and you have warranty and you have receipts, I'd be fine with it. It's an old home.
I get
At
nervous
last-
when it's on the sellers though. Like, is it going to be done by?
At
who's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
you
done
get
it?
a professional, you get a receipt, you call the professional, you look up the reviews, or you counter and you say, okay, fine, but I want an input on who you're using. I think there is a creative way to keep it together.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very expensive fix. though.
I
Yes,
know.
yes.
It
Very,
does sound
very
very
That'll be an
expensive.
expensive fix, but without doing that fix, the seller will not be able to sell the house because anybody will find the
Yeah.
moisture,
Sure.
everybody will find the displacement, and what will happen if you walk away? They will address it and they'll sell it.
Well,
Yeah.
my question is, do the sellers actually know how much that's going to cost before they agree to
That's
like
true.
be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we'll
Well,
fix it.
I
but
think it's
not
more
my
so
fault.
like what Anastasia's saying, like they have to fix it. No one's gonna
Yeah.
buy the
Yeah.
house with that
Yeah, exactly.
happening. But my bigger concern would be like, is the seller going to fix it so that the moisture goes away, like for now, or are they going to find the whatever is actually causing it and then fix that? Because like
Mhm.
I'm under contract right now. I've told you about this,
yeah.
the air conditioner
The AC.
situation.
Which I had
And-
exactly.
yeah, you had
identical
the
issue earlier
exact-
this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Situation where it's like in this situation, the AC condenser is from 2022. It was low on Freon, which
Should
there's
not be.
two reasons that a unit can be low on Freon. One, there's a leak, or two, the unit wasn't charged correctly when it was installed. But other than that, there's no other reason that it should be low on Freon for a new unit.
Mhm.
And the seller was like, "Oh, well, we fixed it. We topped off the Freon." And it's like, well, that doesn't fix it
No.
because we need to know what the root cause is. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, if the seller in this situation with the water intrusion, are they going to just remedy the water currently, the situation, or are they going to actually fix
That's
the
on you and your
problem?
agent and your attorney to
Yeah.
find out. If they remedy it correctly, I would say proceed.
Yeah.
But I think it just involves more investigation.
Yeah.
Well, and also for the buyer agent to have the conversation with the buyer, like, is all of this stuff worth what you like about the house? Like, do you
Mhm.
need a house from the early 1900s? Do you love the charm of this? Is this the one? Or is it a better avenue to like, let this be and go move on to something else? That's why I always say, like, even keep
Yeah,
looking
I'm
while
going
you're
on
under
assumption
contract.
that they love the house. If you
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
house,
Right.
there is a way to keep it together. You just have to be extra diligent.
Yeah.
And what it is. Talk to the actual contractor.
Yeah, like I think maybe even to like seeing if you could work with the seller to like choose a contractor
Mhm.
together
Yeah.
or something.
Exactly.
So it's not like the buyer's contractor versus seller's contractor,
Yeah.
but
Because sometimes very
Everyone-
different numbers.
right. And everyone having, because also you don't know what the seller is telling the contractor that they're hiring, like, oh, just get rid of
That's
this.
what
You
I'm
know what I
saying.
For
mean?
sure.
Like,
Yeah,
for
should
sure.
you
and the
trust
buyer's
them?
contractor is going to be like, what is possibility A, B, C, D, whatever. Whereas the seller's contractor.
The
is-
route I will go is I'll actually ask the seller, like from the buyer side, if the buyer can pick the contractor themselves,
Yeah,
and
that's
if the
exactly-
seller,
Yeah.
and the seller will
Mhm.
agree to pay for it, because I wouldn't trust the seller fixing that, because first of all, you do need a structural engineer if you have foundation issues. Like
Right.
going from the basement, you do need a structural engineer to see if the integrity of the house on top is intact,
Mhm.
and then you need a plumber because they said there's something
There's a
behind the
pipe,
wall.
yeah.
Mhm.
Then you need a company that will actually dig around the house.
Mhm.
to
And we're
fix all
already
that.
getting expensive just
Yeah.
having these people fucking come
Just
to the,
come, like
just
structural
arrive.
engineers will
Yeah.
not get their asses off bed for less than $2,000.
Right.
That's like
And-
right there. That's
I
two
Yeah.
have a
grand.
good one that will do it for like $250.
1,000. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's solid.
And this is not even considering the fact that since there's water, we don't know how long the water's been there, if there's mold.
So I personally, from just hearing that, I am imagining about
Well, if the foundation's displaced, there's mold. Like, you know what I mean? If the water's been coming in for so long that the foundation's displaced,
yeah.
then there's probably mold.
So I'm looking at a fix of about 30 to 40K. What is like, that's the bare minimum at this point. And what is the price that you're getting the house though? And if that 30K is spent up front by the seller,
Yeah.
buy the house. I
Yeah.
mean, if they actually
Yeah, if
fix
they're
everything,
gonna
buy the
fix
goddamn
it-
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then definitely buy the house. Yeah.
I agree. Okay. Next up, we have a few things to choose from. This one's kind of fun. Okay. What's the best city to relocate to for a
Chicago.
successful real estate career? I just graduated from a top 10 MBA program in the US, and I'm trying to break.
Go
Care. We
fuck
don't need to-
yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Why are you want to be a real estate agent now?
Exactly.
And I'm trying to
Fucking
break into real
idiots.
estate. I don't have direct experience
with
in
you.
the field. My background is in oil and gas, but I'm eager to make the switch. I'm currently in the Texas area, but looking to relocate anywhere in the US that offers solid job prospects, good pay, great environment for raising a family, and a strong chance of landing a role within the next 2 to 3 months.
Go to
If
Germany.
anyone has advice for cities to relocate to or any suggestions, I would really appreciate it.
I've never heard of somebody relocating to be a real estate agent in a certain city.
Are we talking
I
about
don't
like
mean
real
weird.
estate agent or like a different real estate adjacent industry? Because I'm confused.
No, he said he wants to be a
real
successful
estate
real estate
Oh,
agent.
then it makes zero fucking sense to me.
Come, we got
Chicago.
space for you.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
go.
Join.
Sure.
Associate broker.
Yeah, you
Sounds
have to
smart.
You're
start.
hired.
You'll get paid a lot less than what you paid for that MBA.
That sounds
but
so weird
Yeah.
because
You'll be
if
fine.
you actually graduate a top 10 college and your specialty is oil, that's probably the most lucrative,
Actually, yeah.
position
What are
in
you
United
doing?
States.
Wait, yeah, like why he should sell like farm or like ranches or something in out
That's
west.
crazy though.
'Cause there's a
you
lot
wanna
of
go and
properties that have
struggle
oil in them.
like and basically build network and all. Like, I mean, I'm assuming this person is very, very young, like probably in their early 20s. So,
I don't think so. You have an
Mm,
MBA.
he
You
has
have
an
to,
MBA,
oh yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
I think the MBA
I
is
think
fake.
that this person should lean into what they already know and probably what they learned in their MBA program and like sell not homes or like even commercial properties,
Yeah.
but sell like farms and ranches and like big plots of land out west. Because one, those are fucking expensive. And two, if you know a lot about like land, which it seems like this person does, I think that could be a good route.
I just feel like
You work with
people
the local
automatically
people.
think they know what it's gonna be like to be a real estate agent, and you can just do it. Oh, like what city do I want to move into?
I don't think it matters as long as you're ready to work every day.
But like, you also need to know the city. Like, if I moved to a random city and just
Yeah.
started trying to sell real estate without
Yeah.
knowing,
Fair.
like, how are you gonna?
Fair.
You need
There's
to
a
know
learning
the city you
curve.
live in. You know what I'm
Fair.
saying? I'm not from here. I've only been here 9 years, and I still am like,
Yeah.
9 years. How long have you been here, Katie?
7?
Oh,
6?
okay.
Since 2018. How many years has that been?
Oh, okay.
Going on 13.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
She's
Actually, I
okay.
moved here in 2013.
Same.
yeah. So
It
It's,
takes
just-
a
it's
while to
important-
get to know the city for
Yes.
sure.
yes,
But I think
especially from a real estate
okay, what do you
perspective.
what
This
do you
person
think?
seems
What do
smart.
you
I
think
think
is
they
more
get it.
important? Because I'm looking at all of these CDF celebrities, whatever the fuck the letters are there, from all of these shows like Love Island, Love Is Blind, Selling Sunrise, or whatever the fuck they're selling.
What letters are you talking about?
I mean, you know when they call a B list celebrity, C
oh.
D list celebrity, all this kind of stuff.
We just need a moment so
Thank you.
Katie can fix her hair. Thanks,
Sorry.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ, Katie, get yourself together.
Yeah, can you like? We're trying to get to 65 followers, so if you could just get
we're
it
at
Seriously.
together.
70. You want us to lose?
75 then.
Well, with that hair, we're going to.
Oh my God, there we go.
He's back.
Here we go again. Let's fucking go. But do you think that that's very important? All of these wannabe celebrities are going into the real estate thinking that, oh my God, I have like 1 million followers on Instagram. Now I can sell basically, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm
Yes.
going to. Do you think that's very important? Do you think that a person like that can go, let's say they're from Chicago and they can go to Boulder, Colorado, or whatever the fuck
No.
it is, and then be like super successful
No.
real estate agent?
Well,
No,
so
I think it's
I
a-
will say my husband told
yeah.
me that like a lot of like, and I am talking with zero expertise in this, but a lot of like high school, college athletes who like don't make it to the bigger leagues, whatever,
Yeah.
right? Like
The big league.
the big
The
guys.
major
yeah.
leagues.
They will like go back to their hometown
Baseball.
where they were like in college, and when everybody knows them, and they can be like
Oh.
either realtors or like insurance agents and something because
Yes.
people want to buy from
For
them, and they
sure.
already have that network.
And because they're like famous in their hometown.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some people like that in my hometown that I'm like, these people are literally dumber than a box of rocks, but they're like so like famous in our hometown. I'm like,
Okay.
Jesus.
Are you talking about me?
Are you more famous?
Do you think I'm dumb as a box of rocks?
No. Are you kidding? I think you're so smart and intelligent. I think
Can you give an
everyone here is
example?
intelligent. Not off the top of my head.
Damn. I do. I think that celebrity only gets you so far, and unless you're like tuned into that niche of whatever it is, like I don't know sports players, so if I'm hiring a real estate agent. Someone's like, oh, I used to play for the Raptors. I'm like, okay.
Sick.
I'd be like, let's go. Like, I don't care. That doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Same thing
yeah.
with like Love Island. Like, if we watch Love Island,
Yeah.
you know,
But like a lot of people who will go.
But first of all, who would? Okay. Nick, wait, let's back up. Who's trusting someone that's on Love Island with a real estate transaction? That paints us in a really bad light.
Kids, like honestly, early 20s, and they have a little bit more money, and their parents are like, "Oh my god, they do."
No, their parents are not. Their parents are not saying, "Yeah, sure, hire Huda." You know,
Literally, like
Absolutely
what?
not.
She crashed out on TV. Let's hire her for
Yeah, she
the
seems
biggest
like she
purchase
can
of
keep
our
it
life.
together.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could you imagine Huda, like, if she had a deal fall through?
We had a lot of crying there.
All right, moving on. We have 2 more left.
cool.
We're making good time, I think.
How long are we on for running time?
I think, like,
We've been going 33 minutes.
yeah.
Oh,
perfect.
Solid.
We're crushing.
Go us.
Wow, that is good.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
I'm getting anxious. The buyer hasn't
girl,
responded.
Me too. Period. All the time. All the time. You may continue.
Getting anxious. The buyer hasn't responded and new listings are popping up. We're selling our home and have accepted an offer. We're under contract and attorney review and inspection responses were sent over a week ago, but the buyers haven't sent anything back to our attorney for a week now. Our attorney says that they haven't received any formal response either, and we're now past the 10 business day window for attorney review. So I believe we're out of it, but it still is unsettling. I'm not getting any confirmation on inspection stuff. To add to the anxiety, new listings in our price range have popped up recently, and I'm worried the buyer may be eyeing other options. But here's what is keeping me hopeful. Their financing is secured. Their home is under contract. They didn't include a home sale contingency, and no termination notice has been issued. I'm also buying a new home, and everything on that side is going smoothly. We're under contract out of attorney review, blah, blah, blah. Am I just overthinking this? Has anyone been in a similar boat where their buyers go silent but still follow through? Would appreciate any insight or reassurance.
I would be anxious and weirded out too.
Yeah.
This is not
Yeah.
normal.
The answer is no. I've never had
No.
somebody
Are they
not
maybe
respond for a
unrepresented?
week.
Maybe if it's unrepresented buyer and there's nobody keeping them to the
Yeah.
timeline.
I
that's
mean,
the only
I
thing
think
that makes sense.
You
You
would have
can-
had to have an extension by this point. wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
For
They would have to.
attorney
Well,
review, yes.
yeah.
Because the attorney review is not
Technically,
closed because it hasn't been formally closed. The attorneys have to close the attorney review.
well, it seems like they didn't even send their first letter, so that means that they're in breach
They're
of
going
contract.
by original
Right.
contract.
So that's not good for them. I would say, yeah, like you can pretty much guarantee that the people are looking at other houses. Like
I would
for
say have your attorney. Well, your agent, again. Well, we can always. I feel like we always get to it and be like, "Who the fuck is your agent? Who the fuck is your attorney? Like, what are they doing?" But I would say throw an ultimatum of like, we need an update within 25 minutes, or we're canceling the contract.
sure. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't hear a response in like 48 hours, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's
We're
going on?
showing the property again. I have another interested
Yeah.
party. Like, should I get off the pot here because we're gonna move on. And especially if she's saying that now there's properties
Coming
popping up, then she was probably an exclusive property to begin with, which means was probably more interest at the time. So they probably have a running list that the listing agent could go through of people that have seen it.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The comments are clarifying.
Oh.
They said that's the thing. They haven't responded yet. It's been a week since we sent the counter to their original attorney review letter.
That's that's bad.
Wait,
so it's
what?
open still.
The attorney review is open and they haven't responded in a week.
But that happens, especially it depends because sometimes if you have like contractor quotes, stuff
What we
like
were just talking
that,
about.
the
Yeah.
buyers, sellers, that happens all the fucking time though.
But
So,
but she would
unfortunately,
know about it.
Yeah.
Everyone would be clued in on
everybody
what's
should be
going
calling
on.
everybody and screaming at each other at this point.
Yeah, the buyer's agent should be calling the listing agent. And the listing
Oh
agent
my
should be calling the
gosh.
buyer's agent.
Wait, literally. This is why people like do not actually take the advice that you hear on Reddit, because this person commented, "I'm confused. Inspections usually aren't allowed until attorney review has concluded."
What?
Incorrect.
That is wrong.
Fake news.
Like she's like basically
What is
yeah.
there to review?
She's like they're going to literally. Oh my God. She said if they did their inspections, they didn't respond within the 10-day window, they'd probably forfeit their earnest money by walking away at this point. That's also not true because the attorney review is still open.
Yeah.
Jesus
So-
fucking Christ, people are so
Can someone go over just a standard?
Well, it's
Review
different in
period.
every state, I
Mhm.
think. But in Chicago, we have 5 business days attorney review period, unless you extend it,
Which
During
which
that-
happens often.
which happens often.
90% of the
Yeah.
time.
which happens a lot. But within that 5 business days, you have to conduct an inspection. Then any items that you're addressing, you will include in what's called attorney modification letter, which is essentially a letter that tightens up the contract. You add any questions, clarifications, additions. You'll add the provisions that are not in the standard contract, such as appraisal, tax prorations, condo documents if you're buying in the condo, and then you send it over to the buyer to the listing site, and then their attorney goes over with their seller, and they respond to you. And then it's hard to know. I've been in attorney review for 5 days. I've been in attorney review for 90 days. It really depends on how long it takes, but that's
It depends on what
typically the
comes up
process.
in the inspection.
Yeah.
The documents.
You should be responding faster than
Yeah,
1
time
week.
is of the essence in these
I
things.
don't want to jump to conclusions to shit on the listing agent.
But
not
you
go-
will.
Not going. Not
Well,
going
in the
Yo,
comments-
what the fuck?
in the
Like,
comments,
can you find out what's going on? Like, call your
In
buyer
the
and tell me
comments.
right away.
the Redditor says that the agents have talked and they have verbally agreed. But there's
Doesn't
been
mean anything.
it doesn't mean anything.
That-
So the
that-
But
agents
you know
are
what?
talking.
I've had buyers where we talk about it and it's all fine, but then for some reason it just takes them 7 business days to put it in writing and say in
Yeah.
the email and confirm it. It happens.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. It's annoying. The agents are doing the right thing by communicating together. I would be anxious too, both as an agent, as a buyer, as a seller, everything.
Yeah.
I agree it's not normal, but it's not unheard of. in
I
real
think
transaction.
it's not
transaction.
dead, but you can probably assume that the buyer might be having second thoughts
Yeah.
or cold feet. But I don't think it's like dead.
Or have your attorney send a letter to their attorney and be like, if we don't get a response in the next 24 hours, we will start showing the house again, even though it's under contract.
Yeah.
Or we will terminate.
Or we will terminate.
Yeah. Because you just need to get a response. And if there's who knows, maybe the buyer's attorney is like in a coma or something.
Yeah.
Like you never know.
Comments actually clarified a lot of it.
Yeah. Comments were good on that one. Okay.
Next.
This is the last one.
Finito. And
Single
then it's lunch.
or transactional agent. We'll be selling our home in Florida, and the broker has provided us 2 options. One, they are the single agent representing the seller and suggested a 2.5% commission to the selling and buying agents totaling 5%. 2, they are the transactional agent, and if they handled both both sides of the entire transaction, they would suggested a total of 4% commission. They've explained the difference, and I've done some research on this, but was curious about real world insights regarding the best options beyond the difference in commissions. So basically, like she's saying, if we do dual agency, but like I'm only here for the transaction, I'll give you 1% less commission.
Dual agency should be illegal, period.
I don't like
know
dual
how,
agency.
I know.
I don't know how this is still like considered gray area. What's gray about like you knowing bottom and top line on both sides and negotiating?
Well, but so that's where I think this is interesting because this agent's presenting it as a transactional agent. Like basically she's going to coordinate the transaction. She's not going to offer.
Then why the fuck are you
Okay,
giving
well,
5% for?
Right.
That's not in the best interest of your
actually
client.
I have a situation right now. I'm representing the seller. We don't do dual agency
Can you say what dual agency is real quick?
where the buyer and the seller are both represented by the same agent.
Thank you.
And the reason we don't like this is for specific reason that Nick said. I know my seller's bottom line. I know my buyer's top line. Like nobody's represented properly.
You can't give unbiased
Exactly.
And we have a
advice.
duty to best
Exactly.
represent our client, and that gets a little bit muddy when you represent both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had listing agreement signed with our seller, with buyer commission being negotiable. I met the buyer who was unrepresented and I showed them the unit. Then they wanted to see a couple other units within the building with me. So I had an agreement signed with them for those units. And I mentioned to them that if you end up going for my listing, you can either A, buy it unrepresented, either B, you can get connected to somebody else from my team if you want to be represented. They're buying it unrepresented. My seller is not paying the buyer side, and I'm not charging them extra money to coordinate the transaction, because I would be coordinating transaction
Mhm.
regardless
Yeah.
whether or not they had an agent. I still have my transaction coordinator. I'm still keeping up the deadlines, but I'm not going to charge my seller for. I already showed them the place
Right.
regardless.
Right. Because you were showing that for the seller.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think that this is like an example of a scammy agent because they're
Yes.
trying to get you to agree to get or to pay less, but they're also going to be doing way less work
Right.
and getting
Way less
paid
and making
more.
more. Yeah.
Because like if they, like in the event that an unrepresented, they do the option 1, 2, 2.5, and 2.5, and an unrepresented buyer comes through, like you're saying, this agent's only going to get paid 2.5.
Mhm.
But the agent is trying to like swindle this person into saying, well, you can agree to pay me 4 now, and then I'll handle both sides, then you'll definitely save 1%. But it's like,
But
What are you handling
I
though? The
do know-
attorneys, the transaction coordinators, inspectors, they're
right,
all handling their own
exactly.
shit. You
That's
just
what I'm
sit
saying,
there
like
and
scammy
be like, okay,
energy.
forward email. There you go. I'm done.
But I do
Yeah.
know the agents who will have it specifically in their listing agreements that if it's a buyer with an agent, then it's 5%. If it's a dual agency, I charge 4%.
Mhm.
I do know that. And
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine because you're still showing and you're still kind of, again, I don't love dual agency. I don't think anybody here does. But if you want to do it, do it. I think it should be a little less money because you are showing it to less parties and having to deal less with the other side. But I don't think it can be done too well without misrepresenting someone.
If I had a listing, I would not even bring this situation up
yeah.
unless I had a buyer ready or unless someone came through unrepresented. Like, why are we muddling
Well, that's what
these
I'm saying.
numbers
Like this
before there's even
this
someone there?
agent's obviously scammy,
Yeah.
which is like brings me to kind of what I was thinking about when I was reading this Reddit submission. Like, what are signs of scammy agents? Because like this is one. Like they're trying
when
to
they
get
can't
you.
dress.
Yes.
I took that
Super
personally.
scammy.
Look at your
at
shoes.
your shoes.
Yeah. You look great, Nick.
Shoe cam. We need a
Thank you.
shoe cam. Put that on the budget.
Yeah.
Those shoes are amazing. You can. I've seen you dress very sharp. You know when to dress up, and you look good.
Yeah.
Yes, and you know who to go to for advice.
I always love your
picture.
gay opinion.
Yes. Scammy agent can't trust bad haircut.
You're describing one specific person that we all know.
I would say scammy agent. Well, if you're interviewing multiple people and the other person is giving you a way higher number than everybody else, but they cannot explain you how they're going to get you that number, that's
Oh,
scammy.
like not commission number.
Like your
listing
your
number.
listing
Listing
number.
number.
Got it.
Mhm,
Got it.
exactly.
I've come up with a lot of clients right now who I'm their second broker because their first broker, not necessarily scammy, but like they'll tell me these stories about them not being responsive. If you're driving, if the client is driving a transaction through,
Oh my gosh.
I think unresponsive is a really
Yes.
big one. And also like for your example, for like a listing presentation, if someone does not have data and metrics to back up any number regarding pricing, huge red
Yeah.
flag.
Scammy.
Scammy.
Yeah.
You just want a listing and then you'll be talked into lowering the price.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Which, especially around pricing, I think happens a lot.
So
see
I have a
that lot.
question. I have a question to the panel,
Yes.
if I can.
Ooh, we're ready.
So you're a listing agent. There is an unrepresented buyer coming in, and the buyer's like, I don't want an agent. Like that's it.
hmm
Would you like if you have other parties circling? Would you prefer to wait a little bit and kind of put that unrepresented buyer on the sideline for a second and see what's going to happen with the other ones, with the other showings, or you going? My question is, do you feel comfortable working with unrepresented buyer on the list side? I wouldn't
Well,
personally. I would not feel comfortable because
There.
unrepresented buyers, especially if they're, let's say they're first time home buyer and they're like the Google realtor type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know everything. I YouTube and Google everything. I know how things work and all that stuff. And then let's say you go into you go under contract with them, and then 6 business days later, they haven't conducted an inspection, and you're like, bro, your inspection period is done.
Yeah.
Like you're not. Do you know what I mean? Do you think you put the seller into a position that the deal might fall through?
I
I
mean,
think that
you're
what
in
she
a-
said was a perfect
Yeah.
example.
Well, we also didn't have any other interested parties.
Yeah.
So you kind of, you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yeah.
But if I did have other interested parties, I don't disagree with you. If I had
Yeah.
to pick between the buyers and if there is interest, Well, I think you can get away a little bit more with unrepresented buyer. I know it sounds terrible, but you could drag them along more than you would person with a good agent. So yeah, I would keep them on the sideline trying to collect more interest, create multiple offers, and then pick the one that makes it seem like it will be the easiest transaction for my seller and the most money. But in my specific situation, that was not our case at all.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it is true that I think the stats like 30% of transactions with an unrepresented party don't go through or something. I don't know if it's 30%, but it's somewhere.
I think it's more.
It's
Probably more because
yeah.
I think it's
like
more.
probably on average a lot of
Because like you said, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know when they're in breach of contract. They don't know the timelines. They don't know.
They ask
like,
for
it's-
ridiculous stuff. Like
yeah,
they asked to
they don't
fix
know
a crack
what's
shelf
normal.
inside
Yeah.
the fridge. We're like,
Right. So it's
No.
like, but at the end of the day, like to Anastasia, what Anastasia was saying, like it's also not it's not our job to pick the buyer,
mhm.
or it's our job to give
To
our
advise,
client
though.
the best or to give all of the options, say which one we think is the best, but then it's up
Yeah.
to them
Exactly.
to ultimately make the decision. But yeah, I mean, I would probably at least try to like generate more interest, because I don't think any agent would say they want to work with an unrepresented buyer.
But also, even if it was a person with an agent who was interested, but you have other interested parties, it doesn't change the path of action.
Oh,
you
yeah,
still try
for
to get
sure.
more offers.
Yeah.
From the
Well,
seller.
my point is that, like, what kind of advice would you give to your seller?
The truth.
If you have like unrepresented buyers circling around and let's say they submit an offer, and then you have few other people there. Let's say it's a good offer. Let's say you have a listed home for 500,000, and the unrepresented buyer is like, "I'll give you 495," right? But then you have a bunch of other people be like, "Hey, this is very interesting."
Yeah.
Would
like,
you drag
Does
along
that
the
even happen though? Like, how does an unrepresented person even write an offer?
with
Do you know
an
what I mean?
attorney?
Like,
attorney?
Attorney.
Yeah, with an attorney.
The attorney
Yeah.
charged him like $1,500 to like kind of handle the transaction, write
Already,
a contract
I'm
and
like,
all
that's
that.
too much money. If I do it or someone on my team does it for you, it's going to be cheaper and better process. Like, I don't even know if I would even get to a point where I'd get an offer from an unrepresented person.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
actually going smoother than I thought it would. Their attorney is pretty good.
And like what Anastasia said, like whether you get an offer from someone with an agent or someone that's an unrepresented buyer, the path of actions is not different. Like you still are always trying to get more interest and more
You're trying
offers
to leverage
for
that
your
offer
client.
to get more offers.
No, that's for sure. But
But-
also, you do have to understand that you're doing triple the work when you work with an unrepresented buyer, because you're kind of stressing all the
That's
time.
true.
Be like,
Yeah, I mean, you
these
have to
motherfuckers don't know what they're
tell-
doing.
You have to be honest with your client
Yeah.
and tell them like the potential risks.
Yeah.
But
And-
then also, I think all of us have had deals with quote unquote good agents that have like actually tanked a deal too
Yeah.
over something. So it's like you never really know, and sometimes this is where you
And,
kind of
like,
just have to go on
listen,
vibes.
It might be a hot take for this room. I think if you've done it multiple times in this same city and you know the area, like,
Yeah.
and you have time,
Yeah.
and you have like, do it. Like, I don't care. I
Yeah.
think if you're moving to a different area that you don't know, get an agent. If you're doing it for the first time, get an agent. If you value your time and your money and you don't want to be micromanaging 25 different things,
Yeah.
all at once, get an agent. But if you have nothing, like if you really are interested in this, I've seen people do it. I know
Yeah.
people who've done it both with agents and without agents. No hate.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate how much work it actually
Yeah.
is
Oh,
when
Yeah.
they're unrepresented.
And time.
Like,
I would
it's-
be interested to see, like, because there's so many people that are all talk like, oh, like you don't need an agent, like do it on your own, do it on your own. I would be interested to like interview all of those people
Yeah.
who do it on their own after and see like what the consensus is. Like, yeah, it actually is worth it to have an agent, or like, yeah, it's super easy. I'll do it again myself. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I picked up an unrepresented buyer from an open house, and she was an attorney, and
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I met her.
yes, that's right. And I said to her, she was like gonna do everything by herself, and I was like, the mere scheduling of
Mhm.
everything, if you work a full-time job,
Yeah.
it will be worth it
Yeah.
to have me
Oh,
there.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm like, do you have an inspector? No. Like, you're an attorney. Like, even just finding an inspector that, like, how do you know who
Even
to trust?
finding
Like,
an-
I have a whole. That's worth it in it by itself.
Even finding an attorney, it doesn't matter if you're an attorney. If you're like
Yeah,
personal,
was she gonna
personal
do?
injury attorney, like you're
Yeah,
not a
did
real
she
estate
do
Top
the
attorney.
dog from the
transaction?
billboard.
Yeah, call
She hired
222
an
But she
22 or
was
some
talking
shit.
about. She hired my
Two,
attorney.
two,
Oh,
two,
yeah.
She
crash.
was talking about doing it herself, and I was like,
Don't do that.
don't do that. Like, it's worth
You're
it.
an attorney.
not-
Like if you're an attorney, you legitimately are putting yourself into a corner that you can't get out of. Like you're exposing yourself so much risk. You know that.
Yeah.
Because you defend people who do that shit, or you litigate or stuff. Like I don't know. It's insane to me that people do that. But is it worth $700 to hire a real estate professional that you can speak the same language with these people?
And I
A
was like,
third-
what are you going to negotiate by yourself? Like, no, we're not doing this. Like, don't step over dollars to pick up pennies. Like, you're going to save an
Yeah.
attorney fee that's like $700, but I could get you an extra 10 grand off the purchase price. It's
Yeah.
like, what
And
are we
she's not
talking
even
about?
paying you.
And she's not
Well,
even paying me.
in some-
Right.
Technically.
some-
In
Technically,
this
yeah.
case, she was
Yeah.
not.
All right.
Cool.
Good
I
day,
think that was
folks.
good.
Ba-da-bump. Can't wait to see your next pair of sneakers.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much. That's probably the last time I'm buying anything this year, though. So.
Why?
Oh,
I don't know, because I don't like shopping.
Those weren't
he's shopping for a
They're like,
ring.
I don't know, $70 or something. It's not that
They're
bad.
nice.
Wait, are these the ones that we picked out on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got those on Amazon?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Well,
take
where
He
else?
hates them
What else
now.
would I get
that.
them?
A shoe store?
Shoe
Neiman
Carnival?
Marcus?
Are they still in business?
hell is Shoe
I
Carnival?
just
Are they
said that to
still in
piss you
business?
off.
Is shoe that a real place?
Yeah.
Shoe Carnival?
Oh
Are
my
they still
god.
in
Yeah.
business?
Where is
Yeah.
that?
In Indiana, they're still in business.
Indiana.
Oh God.
They. Oh my
Of
god. Back
course
in the
they are in
day,
Indiana.
Shoe Carnival was the best place ever. It was like a Home Depot for shoes. Like their shoes like piled up to the ceiling. Like is insane. Skechers, Adidas, like all like oh my god. As a kid, I'd be like, Mom, let's go to Shoe Carnival. And she'd be like, you can get one pair of shoes.
Where
and
do
then
you
it would
buy
be
your
like,
shoes,
buy one,
Joe?
get one 50% off.
Where do you buy your shoes from?
Dior.
Online. No, these are Converse.
So why is she hearing me about Amazon? Amazon is online.
We don't have time to go
Yeah, you
into
could have gotten
Amazon
those-
and the patriarchy that it supports.
You
but
could have gotten those on Prime free shipping, but you probably paid shipping.
Do we really need to go? I don't want to support the billionaire
Oh.
industry.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
I do because I want to be a billionaire one day. So like,
That doesn't make any sense.
okay.
Zero. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm with you, Katie.
You don't
But,
shop
like-
small business?
oh, of course I do.
Okay.
But
But
I just,
Converse is not a.
I want
business.
everyone to be a billionaire.
Yeah, what are
So,
you
like,
wearing? Congress
I'm
is a
just saying
conglomerate,
I
though.
want to
Like,
buy it
Is
directly
this
from the
from
retailer.
Zara?
This
It
from
is.
Zara. How did you know that?
do you know the
The
owner
women-
of? Do you know the owner of Zara is like one of the biggest,
women's-
like one of the most.
I didn't
Yeah.
buy
one of
the
the-
shirt. It was a gift. It's a women's shirt.
Oh.
And I
From
know
your
that because
girlfriend?
every From what?
From your girlfriend?
Did you buy me the shirt?
No.
I only know that because every time I go to button it, it takes
Oh,
me
it's the
forever
wrong
because
way.
it's on
Yeah,
the
the
wrong
other
side.
side.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, like everything that
Anything
you
else
wear,
you want to know?
everything that you wear is.
Everything that's on your body
is
is
owned by
produced by a
billionaires, though.
billionaire.
What are you wearing in your head right now? The glasses. Are they
Moncler.
Gucci, Dior?
Moncler.
Well, I don't know that
Literally,
one, but I'm
who
pretty sure
shops
they're
at
very famous.
Moncler? Billionaires.
Yeah, but that's not supporting a billionaire.
Well, I
What do you
think
mean?
probably
But
whoever
also,
I
owns.
could be
big
more aligned
conglomerate.
with
Is
the business
Moncler owned
practices.
by like LVMH because they're
Yeah,
billionaires?
LVMH, the guy's the fourth richest person in the world.
Guys,
Like,
I think we're out of time.
See ya.
Just saying though. Like,
I never want to talk about this again.
Long story short,
well, I sure go shop on
Amazon.
Amazon. Yeah, it's cheaper and free shipping.
unless you're buying books, then you should go to a local bookstore.
Yeah. Exactly.
You should buy everything local if you can.
If you can, you should. Yes.
And
So
you
farm
should
raised.
start making your own shoes.
Support the trad wives. Go to the farmer's market.
What?
The trad wives. Anyway, bye.
But
Bye.
Oh.